Hello world, it's Chatty Dad 1 here. I'm checking out to see how much I can see of myself. I wonder how far into the matrix I could go with this thing. Trip out, huh? Well, hello world. How's everybody today? It's Chatty Dad 1 coming at you, and I got a little bit of more information for PMC, Poor Man's Club, with pride. Hey, because you know what? We survive, we adapt, and we overcome. And we don't just throw stuff away. We fix it. We make it work. We utilize what we have. We're not wasteful. It's like the Boy Scout motto, you know? Do your best. Okay. What I was wanting to get to, one of the things was I was looking for a way the other night. I was needing some earphones, you know, to listen on, but they wasn't long enough, and I needed an extension. So what I did, and what I found out that I could do, is do a little bit of, I'm not really finagling, just making stuff work for me. But you know what, y'all, I didn't realize that I could make this work for what I wanted to do, because I was coming from the computer to the headphones. And the problem that I was having was, you know, there was no other, you can't put those two together. But, you know, and I got to looking at this, and I got to thinking, well, these split off two ways anyway, so there's a connection. There's a connection in here. So I put one in one side, and this is just a two-way splitter. Dual purposes, mind you. See, we're getting smart. We're thinking. Poor Man's Club, think. We're smart. We can figure it out. That's what Americans are good for, don't you know? We figure stuff out. We figure stuff out. But I did this here. And it worked. You know, it worked. And it worked good. I mean, and now I had a whole shoot. Now I have, well, I have a 15-foot cord now. And before, all I had was 6. Or whatever, and this other one's like an 8 or 10 footer or something like that. But anyway, I got this really long cord. Long cord. But anyway, point is that it worked. You don't have to have all this bull crap. I mean, you know, if you can pay for something and get a dual purpose out of it, you're twice as good. You've done two jobs in one. So this can be used as a two-way splitter for one for your wife or your friend or your son or daughter or whoever, and one for yourself. Or you can use it as a joint connection, a junction. But pretty cool. Now, one thing I did try, I guess it was kind of foolish of me, but I had this thing here, and it's a receiver type deal. One's a wireless transmitter, one's a wireless receiver. And I tried taking the thing here and plugging it back into itself and going through the computer, plugging this right into it, you know, to the headphones on the computer. I had a lot of feedback and a lot of crap. Didn't work good. And that connection just wasn't good. But this worked out great. And I mean, it worked great. Worked wonderful. But yeah, and it's just as easy as you can have, man. Just as easy as you can do it. But you know, dual purposes. If you can do it, shoot, more power to you. And another little thing that I found is you know, doing remodel and stuff like that for people has I love doing it for one, but it has its perks, and one is, you know, the stuff people throw out, you can, you know, usually say, hey, do you mind if I take that? If you're gonna throw it out, can I have it? You know, no big deal. So a lot of times they're like, sure, grab it up out of there. And one day a guy was cleaning out his freezer, you know, and he had, you know, a big deep freeze, and he was cleaning it out, and he was throwing all this meat and all this stuff right into a, you know, right into a bag. And I said, or is there anything wrong with it? You know, he's like, no, I gotta clean out my freezer, and I gotta make room for a wedding cake going in there, and I need to make room for it. So I'm throwing out some of this older stuff in the bottom. And I said, well, shoot, can I have this? And he's like, sure, absolutely, you know. And I said, you know, as long as there's nothing wrong with it, I'll take it off your hands. And I said, you know, I appreciate it. But you know, I went through the bag and took, I mean, steaks, beef, I mean, boxes of popsicle sticks and pudding pops and all kinds of goodies I got there. I got a whole bag's worth of stuff, probably about, you know, probably about $30 worth of stuff from the grocery store. But that's one of the perks. And, you know, shoot, it's pride can mess people up a lot of times, you know, and there's nothing wrong with saying to somebody else who's going to throw something away that's perfectly good, can I take that? Can I have that? You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But another little thing that I found was really cool is this little thing here, little bottle, and it's got the smoke glass, but it's got a little cork. And I'm telling you, if you can get something, a container that's glass and that has a cork to it, you're gonna be doing good, because you know a lot of times lids can mess up, and if the tip of this was to break off, I could still put that cork down in here and it would still work and it would still seal this bottle off. So that's the advantage of having a cork bottle if you can get them. So anyway, there's another little tip for you for the Poor Man's Club PMC. PMC, Poor Man's Club. And there's definitely no shame to being a poor man. Money wise, that is. Because you know what? I'm not rich, but I feel like that I'm rich, wealthy, and happy. You know, that's what really matters. I mean, right? Your happiness is what matters. And if you got all this money in the world and you're unhappy, what good does it do you? Absolutely none. Absolutely none. But anyway, this is Chatty Dad 1. Hope y'all are good and doing well. And thanks for watching my video. And subscribe to me if you want. I'll subscribe back to you. I'll do you a swap there if you want. If not, that's no big deal. Share the video if you want. I don't mind anybody sharing any of my videos with people if it'll help them out. You know, that's what I want to do this. That's why I'm doing this, to try to help people out. You know, and things have helped me, and I want to help others too. I mean, that's what the whole thing's about, is helping each other. But anyway, God bless. Good luck. This is Chatty Dad 1, over and out.